Hey everyone, Ninja1167 here. Sonic Unleashed received very negative reception when it came out. However, today is considered by many to be one of, if not the best Sonic game out there. Personally, I really like the game. The night stages are not my favorite, but the day stages are absolutely phenomenal. Here, I'm going to see if I can beat all of the required day stages without using the homing attack. The homing attack is a feature where Sonic can jump up and hone in on an enemy to attack them. It can also be used on springs. I will be doing only in the day stages that are required to beat the game. There are no night stages and no extra acts. This will also be in vanilla Sonic Unleashed, not the Unleashed project. I will not be starting a new save file, so I will have maxed out speed and ring energy, as well as all the upgrades. I can use any move in the game except the homing attack or the air dash. Although I am allowed to use the homing attack if I die and am getting up to where I was before. So, without further ado, let's get going. The first stage is the tutorial level, Windmill Alley Act 1. You can boost and just play mostly normally until you get to the one real obstacle in this level. There's a section where the game is trying to teach you how to use the homing attack, which we can't use. It wants you to homing attack a spring that will then bounce you onto a rail. On my first try, I accidentally used the homing attack, so I had to start over. After that, I made it back, and after a few tries, I was able to air boost and land on the spring. After that, there weren't any real problems for the rest of this stage. In Windmill Alley Act 2, the first challenge came up when there were two enemies that you were supposed to homing attack to get across a gap. You can't air boost after jumping from the platform before, as the homing attack reticle will almost always appear. What I had to do was jump on the first enemy and bounce to the other side. It took a few tries, but eventually worked. Also, you could just boost and then jump, although I didn't think of that when doing it. Either way works. The next obstacle was a series of enemies you're supposed to homing attack. Again, we'll be seeing a lot of those. When I first got there, I did a homing attack, so I had to restart. When I made it back, I first wanted to try destroying the first enemy in the chain by jumping on it, then air boosting. However, the enemy respawns every time. What I eventually figured out was that I had to boost and then jump. After a few tries, I was able to make it across. Later, there was a gap with enemies to homing attack, and while I died a few times, eventually I could use a boost jump to make it across. After that, the rest of the level could be finished pretty much normally. On to Savannah Citadel. Savannah Citadel was pretty easy at first. The first part that was a bit challenging was the swinging bars section. However, I got through it pretty quickly. Then, in the following 3D section, I used a homing attack, so I had to start over. Upon making it back, I very easily passed that part. Other than an enemy giving me some trouble, there weren't really any obstacles until the part where you go around a tree near the end. There is a section where you're supposed to homing attack two enemies after being shot out of one of these launchers. You can't take this path without using the homing attack, at least by normal means. But there is another path. You can wall jump onto a pole, then jump from that, wall jump onto another pole, and then jump off onto a path. After that, we can finish Savannah Citadel. Cool Edge was actually very easy to beat without the homing attack. I had one mishap here where I accidentally homing attacked an enemy, but there weren't really any large obstacles to speak of here. Rooftop Run, however, is a completely different story.
Here we go!
At first, Rooftop Run was going pretty well. I had a mishap, but it was pretty easy afterwards, until I got to the clock tower. The first part of the clock tower was very easy, but the second part, not so much. I tried many times in this. You're supposed to homing attack 4 enemies in a row and then grab onto a little thing that pulls you up. I had hit the first 3 robots with a jump, but I couldn't get to the 4th. I tried boost jumping, and that didn't work either. Eventually, I just stopped trying for a while. Later, I decided to give this part another try. On my first try, this happened. I was so close. I just need to get a little bit more. I tried many more times but couldn't do it. However, after practicing D-Speed, a super speed glitch, I came back and on my first try, I attempted to activate D-Speed. While I don't think I actually did, this happened. I did it! Let's go! After this, the rest of Rooftop Run worked out very well. I had a couple hiccups with this fire hydrant, but that can be easily avoided by jumping onto the top rail, or just by playing competently enough. On to the next level. Dragon Road starts off really easy, but shortly after getting into the first 2D section, there's a problem. You see these enemies? You're supposed to homing attack them, but we can't do that. We also can't bounce on them, like in Rooftop Run, because of the spring. You don't curl up into a ball after a spring, so I can't do what I did in Rooftop Run. Even the top speedrunners, most of whom skip past the dragon and the spring, use a homing attack to land on the platform. It might be possible to jump across and stomp at the right time to land on the platform, but it would be very, very hard, especially since I am not that good at activating speed glitches. So, I would say that it is near impossible, if not completely impossible, to beat all the main stages in Sonic Unleashed without the homing attack. The only people that could maybe beat Dragon Road without the homing attack are people who are really good at speedrunning the game, which I am not. I don't really speedrun this game, and I'm not that good at it. So, is it possible to beat Sonic Unleashed without homing attacking? I don't think so. Unless you are really, really good at speedrunning this game, I would say that you can't beat it without homing attacking. And even if you are really, really good at speedrunning this game, I don't know if you can get past this part in Dragon Road. It might be possible, but not for me, at least right now, and not for most of the people who play this game. So that's all for this video. If you like this and want to see me try the rest of the stages in this game, then let me know. Thanks for watching.